The next question from WhatsApp. Hello, I am Maryam Imami. I am from Afghanistan. We have a hadith in our religion that says, Innamal amala bin niya, which means that there is nothing wrong with our actions behind it. It is a sin and its reward. I don't always cover my hair because my heart is pure and I have no intention to harm others. So what's wrong with someone seeing my hair? It shouldn't be written as a sin for me, it's a sin for someone who looks. But the Maryam from Afghanistan is saying, Sister Maryam from Afghanistan, she's asked a question and she's quoting hadith. This hadith is from Sahih Bukhari, first volume, first chapter, first hadith. Innamal amala bin niya. That our actions will be judged by our intention. And she's saying because of this, if she doesn't cover her hair, her heart is pure, so why should she be committing a sin? If someone looks at her when her hair is uncovered, that person is committing a sin. Now what you have to understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our creator. And He has laid the rules and regulation how a human being should lead his or her life. Every society has its own norms. What is immodest and what is modest. In some societies, which strictly follow the Quran and the Hadith, for them the woman should be completely covered and they should cover the complete body. The only part that can be seen are the face and hands up to the wrist. Some women even cover this to be extra safe. In some of the societies, as long as you don't touch the woman, you look from far, it is considered modest. In some societies, you can even shake hand with a woman as long as it is done willingly, it's called as modesty. In some societies, especially the Western societies, even if you kiss a woman, a man and a woman kiss each other, as long as it is done willingly, it's modest. Now where do you draw the line? Where do you say that this is modest and this is immodest? While I was in America giving a talk, one of the Americans said that the Indian women, they are very immodest. And I was shocked that how come this American man from USA is calling the Indian woman immodest? He said that most of the Indian women, they wear sari and they show their belly. This is immodest. So in Western country, showing the belly is immodest. If they wear low neck, if they wear miniskirt, it's not immodest. So every society has its own norm of what is modest and what is immodest. Now the sister asked the question that the heart is very pure. She uncovers her hair and she walks. And if someone looks at her, he is sinning, not she. Tomorrow, if a lady says that she wants to wear a bikini and if she wants to walk on the street, on the city, and if someone stares at her, the man is to blame and not her because he's staring at her. This is illogical. Allah says in the Quran in Surah Rum chapter number 30 verse number 21 that Allah has created the man and woman and has put love between their hearts and has created them so that there will be tranquility for one another. So when Allah has created the men and women so that they will have tranquility between themselves and has put love and mercy between their hearts. So this is how Allah has made us. So Allah set rules that what is modest and what is not modest. And today science tells us that the part which is the most attractive for the woman are the breast. And then it is the hair. That is the reason Allah says in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 31. Before this, Allah first speaks about the modesty of a man. Allah says in Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 30, say to the believing man that he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. That whenever a man looks at any woman, he should lower his gaze and guard his modesty. The next verse speaks about the modesty of the woman. Surah Nur, chapter number 24, verse number 31. That say to the believing woman that she should guard her modesty, she should lower her gaze and guard her modesty. And draw a head covering, her veil, her head covering over the bosoms. That means Allah is going out of the way and telling, besides the woman lowering the gaze, they should draw the head covering. That means they should wear a head covering, they should wear a veil, and draw it over the bosom. That means cover the bosom and cover the hair. Today science tells us the most attractive part that a man looks in a woman, number one is the bosom, number two is the hair. So Allah doesn't want you to unnecessarily attract attention. Let me give you an example. Suppose your son is suffering from diabetes mellitus. He has problem where the sugar cannot be broken down, and the doctor says you should not have chocolates. And you every day keep the best of chocolates on the table, Ferrero Rocher, Lindt, Patchy, on the table, and then you tell your son, don't have chocolate. You are attracting your son with the best of chocolates and then expecting him not to have chocolate. This is not justice. So similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has advised both man and woman. For the man, you should lower his gaze. So if he stares at you, irrespective whether you're wearing a hijab or not, whether you're covering your hair or not, if a man stares at a woman, he's committing a sin. Similarly, a woman, if she's walking outdoors, if she's in front of a nahmaram, her job is to cover herself. Her complete body should be covered. The only part that can be seen are the face and the hands up to wrist. So by you saying that I will go out on the streets, uncover my hair and my heart is pure. So would you agree with a woman wearing a bikini and saying, my heart is pure, I'll walk on this, nothing will happen? Or a girl walks nude in the street. In almost all the countries of the world, if a woman walks nude on the street, surely she'll be arrested. If she goes in a nude beach, restricted area where it's permitted, that's a different thing. So you cannot make your own rules, sister. You have to follow, and the best person to make the rules for me is our Creator Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So you have to follow the advice given in the glorious Quran and the Sahih Hadith and follow the hijab. If you uncover your hair, you are immodest and you're doing a sin and you're breaking the rules and commandments of Allah and His Rasul. Hope that answers the question. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.